Imagine a game of Ludo, and now imagine that the epidemic of eating disorders that plague the world today is this game of Ludo. The four houses representing the four crucial pieces of the puzzle as to why there has been a sudden increase in obesity, diabetes, overeating and binge eating almost simultaneously all over the world since the early 1900s. शुरू करते हैं from the yellow house. In the beginning of 1900s, the world all over started seeing an increase in the number of people suffering from heart diseases. People were taught to fear eating fats and even drop them from their daily diets completely. Science Fact 101: your stomach is not just a lane for the food you eat. It is actually a very smart organ. There are two satiety signals in your stomach. One, the stretch reflex, which means that आप कितना खाना खा रहे हो, that will tell your stomach that you are full. The second is hormones. Hormones like cholecystokinin and peptide YY that respond to the ingested proteins and fats. It's like a natural shield against overeating. But after 1950, we were asked to remove exactly that food group from our plates that would prevent overeating. Fats are the villain mentality led to an increased consumption of starches and sugars. That A made overeating extremely easy and B led to a higher blood sugar rise. By the way, now this fact has been proven by numerous studies that there is no correlation between dietary fats and blood cholesterol. Red matlab? Rest and regret. Rest for the stomach and regret for the body. The next trend that the world followed with absolute sincerity and blind faith was that of calories, or specifically the number of calories you eat. Earlier when people ate, they depended on their stomachs to tell them when to stop eating. Now, they started to count calories and read labels on packets. It became okay to consume Coke Zero because it had 0 calories, but not peanuts or kajus or bananas because apparently they were higher in calories. Science 102: the body does not understand calories at all. The sugar spike in your blood after Coke Zero is way higher than when you consume peanuts. Yes, calorie counting has helped in controlling the amount of food we consume on a daily basis. But is that really the way to know when to stop eating? Or should it be the inbuilt feedback loop in your stomach telling you that, boss, you're almost full, stop eating now to prevent eating too much? And you actually listen to it and stop there. But sadly, we have ignored the messages from our stomach for so long now that for most of us, the stomach does not even respond anymore. There is no feedback to tell you to stop. It is so easy to overeat whether you are stressed or emotional or even on a daily basis. Green matlab? Traffic signal ka green light. And no, I'm not joking. Here the signal is the traffic signal of your life which is permanently green now. And हम बस भाग रहे हैं. Our meals have been reduced to coffee on the go, breakfast on the go, lunch on the go. इस सब से और कुछ नहीं, your health is definitely on the go and gone. In every house, it is so common to see people mindlessly stuffing themselves while working on laptops or when on the phone or while watching TV. Even while eating at the dinner table, the focus is on talking and not really on what we're eating. Now the thing is, in reality, your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. Many of us are done with our meals and we don't even realize the flavor of what we've eaten. Nor do we realize that by that time we've also overeaten. In today's world, chances are that you're overeating at every meal, every single day. Imagine the blue oceans covering 70% of the Earth's surface. Likewise, this last one point holds 70% responsibility for the eating problems described in the beginning of the video. Processed food, junk food and the barb of it all, dopamine. Chalo, first let me share an experiment. In 1954, neuroscientists ran an experiment to understand cravings. They implanted electrodes in the brains of mice and blocked the release of dopamine. Do you know what happened? The mice completely lost the will to live. They would not eat, they would not procreate, and within a few days, the animals actually died of thirst. They did not crave anything at all. Then the researchers reversed the process. The mice would receive a powerful hit of dopamine each time they poked their nose in a box. Within just a few minutes, the mice developed a craving so strong that they began poking their noses into the box 800 times per hour. We humans are no different. Once a particular food gives us a dopamine spike, we keep craving it over and over again, and we keep repeating the behaviors to satisfy those cravings. Processed food companies and junk food companies spend millions of dollars into research each year to find that absolutely perfect combination of sugar and salt, or that perfect texture or crunch that gives you a dopamine kick when you consume their food. What goes in their favor is also that sugar is anyways one of the most addictive substances known to mankind. This is only part of the problem. The other crucial part is that dopamine is not just released when you experience pleasure, but also when you anticipate it. That intense craving to eat something that's your guilty pleasure or your go-to food during stress, or when you binge, you crave it because you anticipate the reward, that it will make you feel better, even though in reality, you might feel unhappy and even guilty after eating that particular food. Don't blame yourself. Your body works on hormones and feedback loops, and dopamine is a particularly powerful hormone. The highest sugar spike in the blood occurs after eating either junk food, processed food, or food that is rich in simple or artificial sugars and starches like maida. Highest sugar spike means a higher rise in blood insulin levels, insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome, obesity, and polycystic ovarian syndrome. So what's the solution here? I call it add a drop of dopamine to a glass full of age-old food wisdom. मतलब के लिए tune into part 2 of this video. I'll see you very soon. Bye, take care of yourselves and be safe.